So I just saw a recent article. I don't know where I saw it from, to be honest, really, but it talked about Sonic Frontiers was actually meant to release in 2021, but it got delayed internally because they wanted to brush up the quality because the team behind the game really do feel like this will be the new standard for Sonic going forward. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how I feel about this. Generally, if this was me 10 years ago, I'd be happy because I'd be like, yes, take your time, make this game as perfect as humanly possible. Don't repeat the mistakes from Sonic 06. Don't do any of that stuff. Just give us the best game possible. At the same time, because it got delayed, because I remember I made these videos a couple of days ago. People gave me shit for this, talking about they did show us gameplay, they did show us anything. But when you think about it now, and you look at the trailer, and you look at the information that came out after the Game Awards, you realize, yeah, they just weren't ready to show the gameplay. They just genuinely just weren't ready. They want the game to be as good as humanly possible. I don't want to get hyped. I think that's the real reason why I'm conflicted with this information. I want to get hyped. I want to truly trust Sonic Team in them realizing that they would rather just delay the game to have it perfect than to release something that's going to end up damaging the IP further. But I don't want to get my hopes up because, you know, despite my pessimistic opinions of the Sonic games in the past few years, I am still a Sonic fan, and I get super hyped whenever I hear any news regarding, you know, Sonic games in general. And I understand that's how many Sonic fans feel. This is a good news, so I'm gonna rectify what I just said. This is an actual good news. I'm glad to hear that they've actually internally decided to delay the game in order to get things working. Now, we don't know what the actual issue was that they had to delay the game, but hopefully it wasn't something major, like for example with the way of Metroid, where Metroid had to delay the game because they just couldn't get the feel for the Metrovania vibe going. Do you know what I mean? Like, they delayed the game for so long, people thought they cancelled the game. So let's hope that with Sonic Frontiers it's not the same degree. Like, maybe they just want to make sure that Sonic's movement works well, maybe the graphics weren't really up to par, maybe, you know, the animation. It could be a variety of things. And he also talked about the pricing. I think specifically they said that they need to rethink the pricing and advising that they're focusing on quality and spending certain amount of money on development. So they're trying to make sure that the investment that they're making into the Sonic Frontier development is worth the cost of it, essentially. So yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the most ambitious games that Sega team has actually done with the Sonic IP. I think the last one was Sonic 06. No, the last one was Sonic Unleashed. I feel like Sonic Unleashed pushed the bar so freaking high that to this day, there hasn't been a game that's come close to the quality that Sonic Unleashed produced. We can sit there and talk about forces and talk about generation, but I personally feel like Unleashed was, if you take away the Warehog stages, even though me personally, I don't mind the Warehog stages. I feel like they complete the game personally, but people just are adamant in hating the Warehog stages or whatever. Let's just say we take that away. The game was just amazing, personally. It still stands to this day. This is why a lot of people want there to be a port or a remake or something of Sonic Unleashed being brought to PS5, Xbox Series X, and obviously mostly PC, so we can mod the game and have something to keep modding for years to come. But that's besides the point. We're here to focus on Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that we'll see something maybe at E3 or maybe something else. But yeah, hopefully they'll take the time. Hopefully they're not trying to crunch this game or anything like that. They're delaying it. They delayed it without even telling us. So I actually prefer that in itself than telling us a date and then delaying it, because people then will end up complaining and saying, oh my god, you promised us this date, now it's this date, whatever. The fact that they're delaying it internally and they're focusing on it, it's a good thing. All I'm saying is that just stay very kind of realistically optimistic. Don't really let this hype you up too much. We don't know what the game's gonna be like. Like I pointed out in my previous video where I said that Sonic Frontiers had a lot of red flags, which it did. And now that we've seen this information, people gave me shit for that video, but I was right. There were some red flags. It's a game reveal of Sonic, but we saw next to no gameplay. I don't care if we saw stages, those weren't gameplay. I didn't see Sonic run in any of them. They were like still concept trailer, in my opinion. And it's like, it's a game that's going to be coming out in 1 year's time. Probably not in 1 year's time, literally maybe 11 months. If you consider the other leak that took place saying that the game is going to come out in November 15th, it's literally 11 months. So we need to see something in the next 3 to 4 months to show us that the delay that they had was worth it, personally. But yeah, that's just my thoughts and opinion on it. When it comes to this delay, I think hearing this makes me feel a little bit better. That the, I guess, the investors or the shareholders felt like, or whoever it is, felt like they don't want to repeat Sonic 06's mistake by releasing the game on time for the anniversary. They understand that the fans will be able to consume it whenever, so why not just delay it and improve the game and have a better experience with a more long-lasting legacy than have something that will end up being bad in the near future. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.